Who knew a graphic design student school project would turn into a blooming career endeavor that has not only taught him the business of fashion, but has allowed him to put his creative freedom of expression into a brand that is gaining notable respect in the music world. Check out this live and direct interview with Adrian Garcia of OUTRE Apparel.
We like to stick with our roots. We started out hip hop. We're gonna keep doing hip hop. So we're putting our money into something that we believe in. So while other people were going out to Vegas and partying, we were putting our money into something we believe in. So it was tough. It was tough. A good friend of mine, RJ, he told me that if you stay in your lane, you stay in your lane. You know what you're supposed to be doing, and you do what you're supposed to be doing. You're bound to succeed,
Absolutely.
It started 4 years ago. I went to school as a graphic designer. Pretty much OUTRE Apparel started as a school project. Our teacher told us to create a logo for us as graphic designers.
Okay.
And while other people were creating logos like their initials, like AG or BJ or
Right, the easy stuff, right?
Easy, exactly. I wanted to create something that was very abstract, something that was neat, and something that was very meaningful. So I was intrigued by the Fusa knot. Well, the Fusa knot logo is something they use in Asian cultures, and it's the tassels that you see in things that they hang on windows and stuff. But basically, what it means is there's no beginning, there's no end. It's infinite. Everything runs in a cycle. There's different meanings for the Fusa knot. They also call it the mystic knot. There's a lot of meaning to it, How it started was a couple of my friends really loved the logo. They really loved it, and they're like, "You put that on a shirt, I'll wear it." And how I came up with the name, I knew I was onto something. Knew I was onto something. Like the stuff I was designing was pretty good, so I needed to come up with a name, and I needed something that kind of matched the logo, matched the theme, and I just sat down and looked in a dictionary, and since it was an O, I started looking at like letters, words with the letter O. And I was going down, and I seen OUTRE, and simple definition, beyond proper extravagant. Beyond proper extravagant. That's exactly what it meant, and I thought those 3 words, that's it. That's just as powerful as the logo.
Right.
So, well, I knew I had to figure out how I was gonna print the t-shirts, and I was telling a couple of my friends, and they told me about this machine that they were selling on TV, right? And it's so cheap. It was so cheap. I had no idea what I was doing. We were printing. Like the first prototype shirts we were printing in my mom's kitchen, And
how did Mom feel about it?
Oh man, oh man, it was, she supported us.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she supported us.
She wasn't like, "Get out of my kitchen."
No, she supported us.
Okay.
We had to. The reason why we were printing in the kitchen was we were actually using the oven to cure the ink to bake them. So we were actually like baking the t-shirts. The first prototype shirts. They were a disaster, I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't, they were so bad. It was funny because I knew, I was like, all right, started trying to sell it for $15, Actually went to like a fair, and I was just selling them out of my backpack and just trying to sell them for $15. People thought I was crazy. They're like, I'm not buying that,
And the first set.
And
now, was it just because of the way the product looked, or they didn't understand what was going
just
on?
how it looked.
Okay.
You could tell it was printed in the kitchen. So when we found out, people weren't going to buy it, we tried giving them away. People wouldn't even take them. We went to a show maybe a few years back, a couple years ago, and I had this idea where I was like, you know what, we're gonna go to this show. We're gonna be there hella early. We're gonna be right in the front of the stage, and we're gonna just wave the shirts, and hopefully he grabs them, and that's it. That's it. We don't want nothing in return. We're there super early. The show goes on. It's like 2 a.m. Doesn't grab the shirts, and I'm like, dang. You know?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was like, you know, but
Don't give up hope.
but I didn't give up. You know, I was like, no, like we drove all the way down here.
Yeah, he's gonna get
He's
these
gonna
shirts.
get, yeah, I don't care. Like, he's
Yeah,
getting
his
these shirts.
shirts.
Yeah, no matter what, you know.
Right.
And he walks past me, you know, and I'm like, hey, you know, I have some shirts for you.
Yeah,
you know?
didn't you see me standing in the front?
Yeah,
Did you
you
go
know.
off on him?
I did, you know. I was like, hey, man, I was waving to you know. And the thing is, like, I kind of messed up. You know, I brought like an extra large, and he was like a medium, you know. So I told him, I was like, hey, you know, I always carry shirts in my car. I was like, hey, I have mediums in the car, you know, I'll bring them back. He was like, yeah, no problem, I'll wait right here. So I go to the car, come back, and the bouncer won't let me in. Yeah, and I'm like, are you serious, you know? And same thing, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm here, and I'm here for a reason, I'm not gonna quit.
Right.
Waited out there till like 3 a.m., like by myself. Everyone left, waited out there, sitting on the curb. I was like, I don't care, there's one exit, he's eventually gonna leave.
Oh, okay, I was like, did you know if he went out through the back door?
You know, I was like, you know, and he comes walking out, and he's seen me, and I seen, you know, he comes walking to me. I think he was shocked that I was still there, you know, and
He respected that.
yeah, I think he did, you know, and I gave him the shirts, you know, and I told him, I was like, you know, I'm just a huge fan, I don't want nothing in return, you know, and just gave him the shirts. I knew he was on tour, that's what it was, you know, I knew he was on tour. And a few months later, he was on tour in London, and wore it on stage at the hip hop camp tour. So I mean,
Oh, I know,
you know,
that made you that.
yeah, you know, you just have to be persistent without being annoying. I'm working with RJ Smith in JB Records, and we are coming out with an OUTRE Apparel mixtape in 2014. Definitely the biggest project I've been a part of.
Wow.
There's a lot of big names in the mixtape, and upcoming artists as well.
And so how is OUTRE going to be infused with that?
Basically what we're doing is we're taking different artists that we're sponsoring, you know, and that JB Records, because we're an affiliate with JB Records.
Okay.
So we're doing a collab to where if we're gonna come out with a T-shirt, a limited edition T-shirt, and when you purchase the T-shirt, it's gonna come with a code. You're gonna be able to download the mixtape for free. So I mean, it should be an awesome. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for it. We have like 2 stores right now. We have one in Culver City. It's Culver City. Then we have another one in Lancaster. So I mean, we're trying to get into more boutiques. Boutiques is what we're chasing after.
Right,
you know,
right.
we don't.
That's the hot thing right now.
Exactly. You know, we're not
exclusive type stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
We're not trying to chase Macy's or Dillard's or
I
anything
hear
huge
you.
like that. You know.
I hear you.
But if, you know, they come knocking.
We won't turn them away. That's opportunity knocking.
I'll read it over.
Right.
You know, but I mean, that's definitely that's our goal for